Welcome back to Bike Two Wheel World. Today, we're taking a detailed look at one of Honda's most distinctive small motorcycles, the 2026 Honda CT125 Hunter Cub. This is a motorcycle that looks completely different from the typical modern commuter, yet its appeal goes far beyond its unusual appearance. The CT125 combines the simplicity of a small-capacity Honda with a rugged, adventure-inspired design, practical carrying ability, excellent fuel economy, and the kind of character that makes even a short ride feel like an adventure. For 2026, the CT125 continues with the proven 123cc air-cooled single-cylinder engine and the familiar 4-speed transmission. Honda's Japanese specifications list 9.1 horsepower at 6,250 revolutions per minute and 11 Nm of torque at 4,750 revolutions per minute, while the motorcycle weighs just 118 kilograms. Honda also quotes a WMTC fuel consumption figure of 66.9 kilometers per liter under its specified test conditions, making efficiency one of this motorcycle's strongest advantages. The first thing that grabs your attention is the design. The CT125 looks like it came from a different era, but Honda has managed to combine that classic utility bike identity with modern equipment. The upright stance, exposed frame elements, high-mounted exhaust, large rear carrier, compact bodywork, and 17-inch wheels give the bike a tough and functional appearance. It doesn't try to look like a heavyweight adventure motorcycle. Instead, it embraces its small size and turns that into part of its personality. At the front, the round headlight immediately establishes the CT125's retro character. It has the familiar circular shape associated with the Cub family, but the surrounding structure gives the motorcycle a more rugged attitude. The high front mudguard and upright handlebars reinforce the adventure bike theme. The riding position is natural and commanding, allowing the rider to see over traffic and feel comfortable during longer low-speed rides. The handlebar area is designed around simplicity and usability rather than unnecessary complexity. The controls are straightforward, which is exactly what many riders want from a motorcycle like this. The CT125 is meant to be approachable, practical, and easy to understand. That simplicity is actually one of its biggest strengths. Move to the side and the motorcycle becomes even more interesting. The exposed structure, compact engine, high exhaust, and long rear carrier create a very distinctive silhouette. The exhaust is positioned high, helping preserve the bike's rugged visual identity and supporting its light-duty trail-oriented character. The 17-inch wheels are another important part of the design because they give the motorcycle a balanced combination of road manners and light-duty rough surface capability. Honda lists the CT125 with 165 mm of ground clearance and an 800 mm seat height. Its wheelbase measures 1,260 mm, while overall dimensions are 1,965 mm long, 805 mm wide, and 1,085 mm high. These dimensions help explain why the CT125 feels different from a conventional scooter or small street motorcycle. At the back, the large rear carrier is one of the CT125's most useful features. This isn't just styling. The rack gives the motorcycle a practical utility bike character and makes it much more useful for carrying everyday gear. Whether you're thinking about a small backpack, shopping items, camping equipment, or other properly secured luggage, the rear platform is an important part of the CT125 experience. That combination of compact dimensions and useful carrying capacity is one of the reasons this motorcycle stands out. Many small motorcycles focus almost entirely on being inexpensive transportation. The CT125 feels more like a lifestyle machine. It encourages you to explore, carry equipment, take scenic roads, and enjoy the journey rather than simply using the motorcycle to get from point A to point B. The engine is a 123cc air-cooled, 4-stroke, single-cylinder unit using Honda's PGM-FI electronic fuel injection. For 2026, Honda lists 6.7 kilowatts, or 9.1 PS, at 6,250 revolutions per minute and 11 Newton meters of torque at 4,750 revolutions per minute. Those numbers aren't designed to impress with outright speed. Instead, the engine is about usable performance, easy operation, efficiency, and reliability. And that is where the CT125 makes sense. Around town, 123cc is enough to make the bike feel light and responsive. The motorcycle doesn't need huge amounts of power because its low weight works in its favor. At 118 kilograms, the CT125 is considerably easier to maneuver than a large adventure motorcycle. Acceleration is best described as smooth and predictable. This is not a motorcycle designed for aggressive high-speed riding. It is at its best when you enjoy relaxed acceleration, backroad cruising, urban exploration, and slower scenic routes. The engine produces its torque relatively low in the rev range, which helps make everyday riding more convenient. The 4-speed transmission is another distinctive element. Honda specifies a constant mesh 4-speed return transmission. The shift mechanism is designed to be practical and straightforward, matching the character of the motorcycle. One of the most interesting aspects of the CT125 is how different it feels from a typical automatic scooter. You have a more traditional motorcycle experience while retaining the simplicity associated with the Cub family. That gives the CT125 a special place in Honda's lineup, and that brings us to the end of today's review on Bike 2 Wheel World. The 2026 Honda CT125 Hunter Cub may not be the biggest or most powerful motorcycle on the road, but it has something that specifications cannot measure: character. With its 123cc engine, 9.1 PS output, 11 Newton meters of torque, 118 kilogram weight, impressive official fuel economy figures, 17-inch wheels, ABS-equipped front disc brake, rugged design, and useful rear carrier, it creates a unique combination of transportation and adventure. If you enjoyed this detailed look at the 2026 Honda CT125, make sure to follow Bike 2 Wheel World for more motorcycle reviews, specifications, comparisons, and new model coverage. Until the next ride, keep exploring, keep learning, and enjoy every kilometer on two wheels.